Thanks for your interest in serving your community as a storm spotter. This training should give you the basic information you need to be able to safely observe storms, to correctly identify key features, and to make high-quality reports. Before you even leave the house to go out and observe storms, you need to be thinking about your safety. No report, no picture, and no video is worth you being injured or killed or having your vehicle damaged or destroyed by severe weather. Safety is your number one priority. In this section, we'll briefly outline the main threats you're likely to encounter as a storm spotter. Storm spotters should take advantage of the information from the National Weather Service and other sources to know what to expect before the storms even develop. Whether you're spotting from your vehicle or from your back porch, information about when and where storms are expected to develop, which way they're going to move, how long they're going to last, and other forecast details can help you plan your day and make it easier to react when the storms get going. You can get a lot of this information by monitoring the National Weather Service Norman webpage at weather.gov/Norman. Lightning is a safety hazard with any thunderstorm. It strikes without warning, and lightning on average kills 58 Americans each year. There is no safe place if you are outside with lightning nearby. If you can see lightning or hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck and should remain inside a building or in an enclosed vehicle. As a storm spotter, you should always assume that a storm is producing lightning, even if you haven't seen it yet. You must also assume that the next strike could be the one that hits you. Stay inside your vehicle. Flooding is especially dangerous for mobile storm spotters. Most people who die in floods are in vehicles, and a large number of those people chose to drive into floodwaters. Spotters should report flooding that's bad enough to affect roads, homes, or businesses, but you should never drive through water. Remember, turn around, don't drown. Most thunderstorms produce at least small hail, and hail sizes can range up to softball size or even bigger. There should be plenty of warning signs before hail begins, such as growing storm clouds, thunder, lightning, and rain. But if you are caught outside when hail begins, seek shelter immediately. Large hail can cause injury and has occasionally even killed people. Even the smallest hail can be hazardous if it piles up deep enough to affect your car's traction on the road. This happens more often than you think, especially in the February through May time period. Mobile spotters should obviously avoid the part of the storm where large hail is occurring. Severe winds are especially difficult to detect using radar. The strongest winds usually occur near the ground, below the radar beam, and signatures that indicate the presence of severe winds often appear after damage has already begun. This means that storm spotters may not always know exactly where the damaging winds are occurring, and you should be extra careful, as these so-called straight-line winds can reach speeds over hurricane force and can cause damage similar to that of a tornado. Mobile spotters should be aware of the possibility of flying and falling debris, as well as downed trees and power lines. Also keep in mind that heavy rain and blowing dust associated with the thunderstorms may affect your visibility. And even after the storm is gone, you may still encounter debris on the road or see damage from flooding. Mobile spotters can't be too careful when driving during and even after severe thunderstorms. The most dangerous thing about a tornado is not the tornado itself, but the large amounts of fast-moving debris that the tornado generates. Even small objects like gravel or tree limbs can become deadly when blown by tornado-force winds. You want to put as many barriers between you and that flying debris as possible, so remember to get in, get down, and cover up to protect yourself from a tornado. Remember that safety is your number one goal as a spotter. You have to be safe when you're observing storms, but you also have to be sure your family's going to be safe if you're not there with them. Staying safe can be easy when you know what to do, and knowing what to do starts with having a plan. Get in, get down, cover up. This simple motto applies no matter where you are, at home or at work or when traveling. It is most important for you to find a sturdy shelter when severe storms approach. Once you are inside, go to the interior of the lowest floor. A small closet or bathroom with no outside walls or windows usually works best. When you're there, surround yourself and your family with pillows, blankets, and any other soft or protective items that you can use to cushion yourself from flying debris. If you have any type of helmet, put that on to protect your head from flying and falling debris. If you follow these rules, you'll be able to survive just about any tornado. Safety is critical for all storm spotters, but it can literally be a matter of life and death for a mobile spotter dealing with a tornadic storm. Storm spotting is not a game, and it's critical that you respect the power of the storm. Maintain a safe distance. Depending on the landscape, the cloud cover, and the time of day, you should be able to observe the storm from at least a couple of miles away. Keeping some distance allows you a little more time and space in which to react if another tornado should spin up, or if you decide you need to take one of your escape routes. Experienced storm spotters always monitor the direction that the storm is moving and keep one or two nearby roads in mind, which will take you out of the storm's path. Aside from watching the storm visually, you can listen to NOAA Weather Radio or broadcast media reports to hear what direction meteorologists think the storm is moving. If at any time you feel unsafe, take shelter quickly inside the nearest sturdy building. You'll notice that on several occasions we've told you to take cover in a sturdy building, not in your car and not under a bridge or overpass. Vehicles, ditches, and overpasses are not safe options during a severe thunderstorm, and especially not during a tornado. Remember, as a storm spotter, safety is your #1 priority.